Hey, good morning, superheroes, peace and blessings. Good morning, great Friday. I'm so happy that it's Friday. I don't know why, because I'm retired.
Ooh,
but it's
okay. I am too smart.
but I am glad it's Friday. I'm glad for every day, and I just want you all come on join in because we gonna be talking to superhero Yvette today about some things. We're together, and it's a beautiful morning here in the Queen City, and we just gonna chop it up a little bit. So come on in, y'all. Come on, come on, come
Come on
on.
in.
So, just before we get started talking about what we're going to talk about this morning, I just want to say happy birthday to all of the Leos out there. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Yay! My daughter, superhero Lioness, just celebrated her birthday and she was here with me, and we had a wonderful time. Y'all excuse the background noise, but we are sitting outside on this lovely porch on this lovely morning and just enjoying um, everything. So, hey, Irva.
Good morning,
Hey, Shay.
Good
I missed our meeting yesterday, but I'm coming, girl. Or no, Wednesday. I will be
Wednesday.
there
I'll see you
Wednesday.
too.
All
Happy
right. So
Friday.
happy Friday. So listen, we're gonna get started this morning. I want to introduce to some of you. Some of you already know her, but this is my sister right
Yes.
here. This is Miss Superhero Yvette.
Good
And
morning.
yes, and so I'm so glad to have her on this morning. We've been trying to get together with her for a minute, and y'all know me and technology, but we're gonna work this thing on out. Hey. So yeah, again, before we get started, I want to talk about a couple of little things. Our topics night was such a success, y'all. It was so much fun. So for those of you that were there, you get
Missed a
another
good time.
opportunity. Yeah, you really missed a great time. In fact, everybody keeps calling me saying, "When's the next one? What are you doing?" And just really wanting to get involved. Y'all, it's so much fun, and you just want to definitely not miss it. Okay? Yeah, Shay, this is
Yes, it
Yvette.
is
This is
Yvette.
Yvette.
Yes.
And so,
Good morning, Shay.
so yeah, so we are going to have another topics night, and it is going to be in September. I haven't set the date yet, but I definitely will inform you when that is going to be, and you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. So yes, please listen out for it. Okay. All right. So today I just wanted to come on and give you guys a chance to hear Yvette's story and what she's got going on. I'm so excited about it, and I want you all to get excited about it as well because it is exciting. I'm really
Yes.
fascinated about this whole concept, so I'm going to let her talk a little bit about it, what's coming up, as I've posted a couple of things already talking about this event that's coming up. But she's got some fantastic ideas, guys, and I just want to share it with you. So, Yvette,
Yes.
Yvette,
Yes.
what you got going on,
Girl, we got
Yvette?
some things got to pop off. It's
Yes.
exciting. So, what Angela is speaking about is the I Am Exposed. You probably have heard about it. It's a little whisper going on out in the land, and we are very, very excited. She should be excited because she's a part as well. But I Am Exposed. It is exactly what it is. It's a moment to be vulnerable, to expose yourself, and it's I am exposed, and we want to really hone in on the I am part. Some of us are I am survivor, some of us are I am bossing, I am overcoming, I am an achiever, and for me, I am exposed. This is a day, September the 30th, where I really will be exposed and let some things out that has transpired in my life the last 4 years. Be ye transforming by the renewing of my mind, my heart, and my spirit. Just a whole really taking that dying to some old ways, becoming new. real serious. It's gonna be exciting, and it's not just
Yeah.
about me, because you know some of the ladies that I'm connected with and friends that will invite friends have a great I am story. It could be, you know, bossing, making moves. So we want to network and discuss who's doing what and who needs some help, who needs to be inspired, who needs to be uplifted and encouraged, because we have things going on, you know, and it's not always bad. Even if you in a transition, you know, transitions are absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
You know, I put a
Yeah.
post on Facebook, you know, through my heartbreak and disappointment and, you know, trials and tribulations, it brought out the best of me. And it brought me to this event, September the 30th, to be exposed, to share and, you know, maybe encourage and uplift someone else, a sister that, you know, has some heartbreaks and things that happen. So I am truly, truly excited. The place is amazing.
It is.
You know, it's like so, you know, the serenity of, you know, the land, and it's just absolutely amazing. So yeah,
it really
I'm
is.
excited.
It really is. And I think that is so important. A lot of times we are so busy and we put ourselves on the back burner, and we're so accustomed to giving of ourselves and just not even, I think that's where the realness comes from. We don't even know sometimes who we really are because we give so much of ourselves. I mean, really. And so tell me, Yvette, or tell all of us how it even started for you. I know your story, but I just want you just to share a little bit. And I know too, on the night of, or the afternoon, it's
Yes.
afternoon.
It's an early lunch day.
Yeah,
deal.
so on that day, you know, you'll really go into depth with this thing, but just want to just share just a little bit of it and the importance of just knowing you and who you are.
Okay, so there was a major incident that happened in 2019, and it was some verbiage used that, you know, they say a hit dog a holler or the truth hurts. So I was called insecure, and it was amazing how emotional, I made an emotional move, but it impacted me in a way where I was offended, but not offended to the manner of it was not true. If I was, you know, taken aback, like, how dare you? But as I sat in the house, because it was right before 2020, which was perfect, going through and thinking about everything, but as 2020 evolved into its whole debacle, I thought about 2020 vision. So let me think about vision and life and about myself. So I took a look at self. Really took a look at self, and there were a lot of insecurities, a lot of them, but it had nothing to do with another individual. They were all personal and self-inflicted. And so I went back to just, you know, things that I had done, relationships that I had been in, and really took a look at that girl in the mirror. I really took Michael Jackson's song and I changed the words, and I said, you know, all the relationships and everything that you've done, jobs, what have you, there was one common denominator, and it was me. Like, those things that didn't work, they didn't, you know, whatever the case may be, people do what they do, but I still was part of it. Like, whether how I reacted, or didn't give enough of myself, didn't put myself first, didn't believe in myself, whatever the case may be, it was time to really deal with the little girl in the mirror to bring out the woman that she is. And that part just, it was hard. It was real work. And on the outside, you know, I didn't share. You know, you have to put that face on. But I trusted the process. And I really dealt with myself. Like, I'm talking in the floor, ugly, like, ooh, when COVID hit, it was perfect. It was perfect to be shut up in the house and really get my vision together. The year 2020, you know, I talk about it all the time, right?
Absolutely do.
What's the ironicness of something major happening in the entire world in the year of 2020? Perfect vision.
Yeah.
But my vision wasn't perfect. At the time, it was not perfect. It was cloudy, it was dusty, it was sad, it was disappointing. It was just so many things, but I really got to know her. And that I exposed inside and out. like from childhood, growing up poor, just so many different things to bring out this fabulous woman that she is.
Now let me ask you this. So since that's happened, how do you feel? What does that do for you as a result of really looking at you and finding you? How do you feel?
Empowered. Empowered that I took the time.
Yes.
And I made a decision, which it starts with a decision and a made up mind and the will to do the work. And I feel amazing. I'm proud of myself. I love myself, like truly love myself.
Yeah.
And I understand the meaning of truly loving yourself and knowing your worth. I am worthy of everything that the Creator said that I can have. And there's just no stopping it. Absolutely none. I am exposed, and it's okay to be humble. It's okay to be have a spirit of humility and to share your story, because somebody really needs to hear it, and that makes sense about a testimony. You know, in church, you know, people used to stand up and talk about they have a testimony.
Yes.
We all have one.
Yes.
We do.
We do.
And it's empowering.
It is. I love it. I love it. So tell us about this event.
The event, I Am Exposed, will be a wonderful luncheon, because you know we like to eat. And I want everyone to come with their I am in mind. Like, what hat are you wearing? What maybe some hurdles you may need to get over. But we all are wearing a hat. Like at some point in time, every minute of the day, we're wearing a hat. Mothers, like Angela's group, the superheroes, mothers wear so many hats. So we have a community for support for mothers that are going through, you know, that lost children or whatever. So we want to come out and be supportive of people's entrepreneurship, different businesses, or starting a business, want to start a business. So we want people to come out and share their I am. I am, I am, I am.
I love the idea. When you first mentioned it to me, I got so excited about it, because I know the importance of realizing your worth, you know, who you are. That is so important. I think that if we all were aware of our true selves, I think the world would be just so much better. I really do.
Yeah.
So I think this is really important. And I want you to share the story that you talked to the little girl about in the car you were. I really want you to tell this story, because this really touched my heart, and it made me just really open up my eyes to what you were really trying to do here, what your work is about. That was amazing. So please.
Okay, so I dibbled and dabbled with some Uber, right? You know, she'd be hustling or whatever. And I picked up this beautiful young lady, she probably was in the car all of 5 minutes, and she started talking about she had some ailment, her back was killing her. And I said, your back killing you? She's like, yeah. I was like, ooh, girl, well, I'm gonna have to let you out, because we can't go to the hospital. And I'm not an EMT or anybody driving you to the hospital. She said, well, I don't mean killing me like that. I said, but that's what you said. So, you know, that's, you know, you speaking, that's killing you. She said, well, no, it's just hurting, and I've been having some issues or whatever. So I was like, well, just be careful of what you say. You know, you fall and hurt your back for real, and, you know, you just have what you say. So she said, you sound like you real positive and spiritual. I was like, you know, I work on being positive. I'm very mindful of the power in my tongue and the things that I say. And she said, well, I want to ask you something and share something. I was like, okay, what is it? She said, well, I sometimes hear voices like in my head, like, you know, I want to harm myself. So now I'm driving, but my hands grip the steering wheel really tight, and I'm like, okay, Lord, what's going on here? Like, I don't even know the young lady. So she was like I think about just doing things that I normally know that I wouldn't want to do to myself. And by this point, we had gotten to a railroad track, and the train was coming. And I was like, ooh, Lord, let's get us to this Bojangles, because she wanted to stop at the Bojangles. before going to her final destination. And I'm just praying on the inside and like, okay, I don't know her. Give me the right words to say, not from Yvette's point of view. What is it that this young lady needs to hear? Because I know it's a reason that she's in the car. And ever since I've been doing my work, I want to be intentional because I know that everything is intentional. I say, be careful how you entertain strangers. So by this time, the train had passed, and we go to the Bojangles, which literally was around the corner from her house. So I told her to go in and get her food, and we would talk when she come back out. So I just was praying, and when she got in the car, I asked her to get her phone. I said, I know you like to take selfies because you're so cute. Get your phone and turn your camera on yourself. And she's like, okay, like, real hesitant. And we still sitting in the Bojangles parking lot. I said, now, everything that I say, I want you to repeat it after me. And I asked her full name, first, middle, and last name. And she gave me the name. And I said, remember, everything I say, you're going to repeat it, but you're going to say your name. And I told her to say, we'll just go with LaShawn Beautiful Jackson. And I said, LaShawn, I am amazing. And she looked, I said, go ahead. And she said, I, LaShawn Beautiful. I was like, I can't hear you. I know when you're with your girlfriends, you talk louder than that. So she said it again, and she looking all around. I was like, no, I need you to look at yourself and say it again. And so we said a few things, and then out of nowhere, the Holy Spirit said, tell her it's not her fault. I said, it's not your fault. And she said, it's not your fault. I said, whose fault? Say your first, middle, and last name. And she wouldn't say it. And I said, say it. And when I looked back, tears was coming down her eyes.
Goodness.
And I asked her, what was that about? She said, how did you know? I said, no, what? I don't know anything. This is mirror work. This is what I want you to do. Talk to yourself. I said, so say it. And she said it, and she said, it wasn't my fault. No, it was not your fault. I said, whatever that thing is why you're hearing those voices. You have some trauma. And it just kind of went on, and she was literally like boo-hooing. So I gave her some more affirmations and everything, and it was absolutely amazing. But at this point, I'm trembling, and she told me about someone had violated her, and ever since then, she had been very promiscuous, and she was with this guy, and she didn't feel like she wanted to live because she had done everything she could do to try to please him, but that was not enough. So then now she hearing these voices because she just did not know her worth. So I asked her to, when she go home, to take off her eyelashes, take off her wig, and take off that makeup, and start talking to herself. And I repeated all of the affirmations that I wanted her to say to herself. And she just started laughing. She said, I have never felt this giggly before. I was like, why you feel giggly? She said, I don't know. She said, I just feel different. I said, that's how you're gonna feel when you start talking to you.
Yes.
But you have to talk to you. Like if there was a little girl sitting beside you and you wanted to make her feel better, that's the same way you talk to yourself. You would let that child know it wasn't their fault. So that's who you're gonna talk to. You're gonna talk to the little girl in the mirror to heal her, so you can be the empowered woman that you were created to be.
That's so important.
Yeah.
That's so, and what it does, I think, too, is maybe why she was giggly like she was, because it's freeing.
Mm-hmm.
You feel free. You have that burden lifted off of you, and that's so important. I made a post yesterday or the day before on the Star page, and it talked about changing your mind, and watching what you say, because those things will affect you if you continuously say. It's important what you tell yourself. I recently, I'm going to be real transparent.
Good thing, let's do it.
I'm going to be transparent.
Okay. I am exposed.
I am exposed.
Yes. Expose yourself, sister.
Okay. So I pray to myself in the mirror. I've always done it. I look to, because I'm praying to the God in me.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I know that God is within us. They talk about church, the church is the building, but the church is us. And that's what got me. I don't know how many years I've been doing this, but I actually look right in the mirror and I pray to the God in me. And so This is the transparent part, y'all. Okay. So,
Big drinks.
you
Cheers.
need- so I used to refer to myself as a bitch
Oh.
all the time. Like if I drop something, I'd be like, bitch, why you do that? Or just talking to myself. It just became a habit of calling myself outside of my name.
Unknown caller.
And so one day my spirit spoke to me and said, you are really insulting God when you refer to yourself as this name. And I was just like, wow, it really hit me like a ton of bricks, you know. I am calling myself this and I'm talking to the God in me. What is that saying? What is this doing? You know, it's not good. So I say all that to say we must be careful of the words we use. Words have power. We have to be very careful. And since